working to support women in recovery and their children. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Connie Karasow. She is the Executive Director of Libertae Incorporated. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Talk to us about how your program works. Really two different components. You have a halfway house, you also have a family house, but the concept is the same for both.
Yes, women who are seeking recovery from substance use disorders, women who have mental health problems as well, who are homeless, who may be pregnant. They all come to Libertae's door because they want to make a change in their life. That's the key element, is their willingness and their desire to get clean and sober and reclaim their life from this dreadful disease of addiction.
So for women who are coming as individuals, you do have a house available for them. But for moms, one of the biggest barriers to changing a situation is what happens to my kids. But kids are welcome.
Absolutely, they're welcome. A lot of people don't understand how welcoming our Libertae is for children. We consider children as primary a resident, a client, as the mother. We have a very comprehensive program. If we make sure that they have physical, emotional, educational supports while they're at Libertae. They go to school, they belong to the Scouts, they go to the local swimming, recreational pools with their mothers. They live as full and free a life, happily, thankfully, with consistency and a fully licensed daycare that we have as well.
So for women who are working to recover from addiction, there are options available through Libertae, but you address a full spectrum of issues.
We do. When we first opened in 1973, it was for female alcoholics only, and the stigma was the biggest obstacle for women coming into treatment. You know, the good girls don't drink, good girls don't use prescription pills, good girls don't use drugs. We've come, unfortunately, too long away when it comes to addiction, and now it's a much more complicated profile. Besides that, the fact that they have these dreadful obsessions and compulsions around substances, they have issues compounded by their addiction of poverty, lack of education, unemployment, sometimes criminal justice involvement. They have a need for living skills and working skills, and to meet those needs we have a therapist and a case manager assigned to each of the women that come, and they work very intensively on a list of goals that the woman herself creates with the help of their counselors.
And how long are women typically with you in this program?
Well, they have an awfully big list to accomplish in a very brief 3 to 6 months. I don't know a woman who hasn't come in yet who said 6 months, I'll never stay 6 months, and then they really are loath to leave. You know, they just get finally in gear and then start taking care of business and say, wait, and with all the things in front of them, it really is a very short time.
And quickly, what kind of success do you see? Because this has been a program that's been in place for decades now.
Yes, we're pleased to say that we've been collecting outcome data for more than 15 years. We have a woman that goes out and visits them in their home for 2 reasons. One, to make sure that if she needs something, or if some resources are lacking, or she's weakening, that we can build some support around her. And 2, to have her tell us, how was the program, how would you change it today, what can we do differently. And to a woman, they are very appreciative of the program. Of the women that we have met, they are about 57% say they're still sober, and for others they go out on a wing and a prayer. The housing is still very sketchy and they move around a lot, so we're pretty happy with that.
And we just have a minute left, Connie, but you're wearing your Live United t-shirt, and you say the United Way makes a big difference in terms of emergency support and operational support as well.
Absolutely. We don't know what we do without United Way, and we're so grateful to the United Way community we feel that we are part of. Besides operational money, giving us money so that we can meet these enormous challenges to our women with parenting and other services, they've given us emergency aid twice. Once when the tree fell down and the women went around the tree and went down to their axle, and we needed help with that, and the second time with the heating system.
All right, really making a big difference. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Connie Karasow. I'm Jill Horner.